All right, let's start. I laid out your cards, and I will turn them over. Okay, Virgo. Nine of Swords reversed. Well, that's good. So the situation, basically, for January of 2016, for you, is letting go of just some heavy issues. It looks like you've had a lot of things going on that were just really, really tough. And it looks like an easing up of that after a long time of because these cards, these swords I see is very, very heavy. And it's like they're just coming down. I don't see it instant, but it's easing off. And they're basically worries and anxiety. That's what the Nine of Swords is. So what crosses you, either supports you or is kind of a hindrance to this energy, is the Queen of Wands. I would say that's definitely a support. So I would say the energy of the wands, she is she's creative, cheerful, kind of popular. She's good with people, good with getting people to understand new ideas and get people motivated and excited. And she's daring too. Like she's made this big, huge bonfire, probably bigger than it needs to be, but that's her style. So it looks like she's kind of the antidote for the anxiety. This could be someone actually, since it's a court card, someone that's really, it could be a man or a woman, but someone that's helping you with this kind of energy. Like, come on, let's just get on with it. Let's do, let's create and get out of the mind so much. Okay, so that's your situation for January 2017. Now, in your conscious thoughts and beliefs, we have the Five of Cups reversed. So Five of Cups normally is about loss, regret, grief. So in reverse, I get a lessening of that, that's getting less for you. Looks like you're healing over something, some sadness. And you're letting it go. It's healing. And that's in your thoughts. But it doesn't quite have its grips on you like it did before. So that's a good thing. And in your unconscious is the Princess of Pentacles. So this is starting to put into action some new opportunities for money, like actually doing something about it, though. She's really looking at this money and what she wants to do with it. So it looks like a gift of money for some of you. When you're excited about what to do with it. Yeah. Okay. And in the recent past, you have the King of Cups reversed. So the King of Cups is in a lot of decks, he's kind of a controversial figure. A lot of people don't trust the King of Cups, but he could be seen as very emotionally mature. He's the king of his suit. But sometimes you have to be careful when you combine the masculine power energy with the cups. because sometimes power can steer things like love and emotions in a way that can deter instead of grow, or oppress instead of naturally going with the more of the feminine energy of love. um, I get from this card he's too sure of himself with this fat belly, and not that there's anything wrong with fat, but I'm just getting from this that he takes too much and not quite balanced. So he's reversed. So I get you were dealing with someone recent in the past with this kind of energy who was kind of careless with your feelings, kind of too self-absorbed to really understand your feelings and where you were coming from or your point of view. And he was very sure about very sure of himself, even though he's out of balance. He wasn't able to see your point of view, and I don't know if he ever will. And he doesn't even seem to really care. That's what the sad part. And I feel like that could be related to this sadness here. Just realizing that this person's self-centered. This could be even an institution too, just something where you didn't feel like you were seen at all. I feel like he's just looking right past you. And he is looking away from the reading. He's not looking towards you, he's looking out and to the past. So I think he sees things through his own filter. You know, people can see things just through their past filters, and they don't even see us for who we really are. And that's what I get with this guy. But I hate to say this, but I kind of get he's kind of a buffoon. I mean, a little bit of that. So I'm just feeling like don't take it so, don't accept the rejection from someone that's like this. I mean, look at him. There's something about him that's a buffoon. And so why waste your time wanting this guy's acceptance and approval? Okay, that was your recent past. So that's what led to your situation and why you're having to get over this anxiety. It led to some uncomfortable things happening that you're getting over in January. And you're getting over it by getting into your vitality and passion and drive and creativity, like the Queen of Wands. Okay. I'm going to wait on the near future. So I'm going to go to the environment. I like to go to that one next. So your environment is Seven of Pentacles reversed. So the Seven of Pentacles is starting to have a harvest come in from all your work. You put a lot of work in. You can finally start to take some things off the tree. Maybe there's some fruit in there. Or he can start to manage what he's grown by trimming the tree. Let's see, but in reverse, I get delays. You expected to have your harvest by now, to have some of these things you've been working on, some expectations you've had. Could be some money that you've been expecting. Something is taking a lot longer than you thought. Yeah, and that's your environment. These are the energies that you're sensing from the environment, that you're experiencing from the environment. Probably circumstances that are related to institutions or people that are outside your control that lead to this feeling that you're delayed in getting your harvest. So, now, how you are seen in the environment. The Lover's card. Okay, let me tune into this. I've always struggled with the Lover's card. I feel like it has very different meanings. I'm going to go with the photo on this because that's what I've been doing with this deck. Well, I get this deer. This is about people seeing you, and the deer sees them. I get that people see you as a very loving person that's not afraid to be loving this month. I just get the arm held around this. I mean, the environment may see you in a couple relationship with experiencing a lot of love. That may be what you're perceived. But this whole image just emits just love. So it doesn't have to be if you're not in a relationship. It seems that you're being people see you, or you're perceived as being loving, as having good intentions, as being comfortable with yourself. That's how. So this is possibly, it sounds more like the way family and friends perceive you, as being very loving. Okay. Now, in your near future, we have the Seven of Swords in January, right? Let me get a feel for this. I get a bit of worry about things that you're working on. Worry that some of the, whether they're projects or ideas or investments you've made, even in love or business, that you fear they could be taken away. I get someone being able to walk into this guy's castle and just grab these swords while he's not looking. And I don't think he feels safe. I think he feels that others can take from him. And he's not sure what to do. Kind of like he's probably too old to fight them off if it were a knight or something. So it's possible, Virgos, that in January you may have some people try to take things from you. I mean, it could just be trying to steal your energy. We can do that in a million different ways, right? A little insult, a little passive aggressive statement here and there to cut down your self-esteem. It could actually be them trying to take something seriously physically from you, swindle you out of something. So someone at work trying to take the credit for something. But there's this feeling coming in that there's a feeling of unsafety, that something can be taken from you. Okay? Okay, and hopes or fears, the Lord. So this is the Emperor, but in reversed. I actually get that this is a hope, actually. I think you feel that there's some lording over you, whether it's at your job or someone in your life that's demanding a lot from you. Could even be your children, but just some dominant presence outside of you that just, you know, puts down the law and just says, you must do what I need. And I feel that you're hoping this is going to start easing up for you. Okay. So your outcome card, oh sweet, the Three of Cups. I'm feeling this is close family or friends or partner, husband, wife, partner. Um, I see you gaining a lot of strength from those closest to you that you really love. And they're really going to be able to show you support this month. Good. Okay. Now, I've created these new energy cards, I call them. Um, and I'll show you what we do. I'll just read it and possibly relate it to the reading, or if it doesn't seem to, we'll just talk about what came up for you. They're meant for the journey of our enlightenment, the issues that come up in our enlightenment. So let me see. Okay. I don't need anyone. I know that sounds so, if anyone remembers Barbra Streisand's song, people who need people are the luckiest people in the world. I mean, I know that sounds beautiful, but the truth is, the power in this, I don't need anyone. I mean, that sounds so defensive and sad and pathetic, right? In a world where we all have family and friends and we love and we don't like being alone. But this is actually the ultimate. If you're on the path to enlightenment, it is a path of detachment, which seems strange. It's like the more enlightened you get, the more that this statement actually becomes true. I don't need anyone. I choose to be with my friends. I choose to share and to enjoy, but I don't need you. Feel the difference with that. I mean, feel the difference when, unless you've grown up, I used to have a pattern where love did mean need. I mean, that was the ultimate, to find someone that really needed me. That's what I thought love was. But along the path of enlightenment, I realized, wow, I would much rather be with someone that, instead of like being addicted or because they're lonely, needed to be with me, or because I filled something up in them that they didn't have the courage to go change or acquire for themselves internally, that I would rather be with someone that didn't need me but just wanted to be with me. And feel that though with friends, like, how about, those friends that get angry if you don't call them on time, or if you make a mistake and miss their birthday or something, versus the friends that are just, they don't need you, they just enjoy you, and you can pick up, 3 months later, like nothing's changed. So this would be the message for you, in my opinion, to contemplate. I don't need anyone. As terrible as that sounds, feel into that. Do some breathing, some meditating. And if you don't need anyone, what would that mean? What would that mean for your relationships? Wouldn't that mean that you could enjoy them, that you could share with them? You wouldn't demand anything from them? And really, ultimately, even more than this gifting your relationships, it's gifting yourself. I mean, being self-contained, meeting your own needs, getting on that road. There's a path to enlightenment where you just continue to do that. That every time you feel hurt and disappointed in people, you come back to yourself and say, wow, how can I fill that need within myself so that I'm a whole person, and that I go to this relationship as a whole person instead of a deficient, needy person with holes in me, metaphorically speaking. Okay, so I know it's a harsh statement. I don't need anyone, but contemplate that. It's really beautiful if you feel into it. It's so beautiful. It sets people free. It sets yourself free. Okay, Virgos. All right. Have a wonderful January. Bye bye.